everyone, it's Shel from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. Today's day 20 in the 2023 Countdown to Christmas series, and the technique for today is an interactive or a fun fold card. So I know this may not look very fun foldy or interactive, especially with all of the cards that I do like that, but this one is quick and easy to put together, and once you see me assemble it, you will see the fun fold or interactive part. So we're going to start off with a white card base that measures 11 by 5.5 inches, and then we're going to score it at 5.5. We're going to fold that, and this will make the base of this fun fold card. So it's going to be a 5.5 by 5.5 square card. I cut down a piece of pattern paper to 1/4 of an inch smaller than that, so 5.25 by 5.25. And then we're going to take the next card base, which is red, and it measures 9 by 4.5. So it will be a 4.5 inch square card base. And then the pattern paper is cut down to 4.25 by 4.25. So we're going to continue this process going down an inch every single time. You can go down 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. You can go down in whatever increments that you want until you have enough layers. So if you're using a 6x6 piece of cardstock for the bottom, you could do, or 12x12, you can get a 6x6 card. So while you're watching me fold and score all of these pieces, I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about this series. Marie from Marie's Vermont Creations and I have teamed up to do a 25-day collab. We are on day 20, so sadly we are almost done, but we are talking about doing things for 2024, so this kind of series may not be over, but for this series, we are picking the same stamp set, technique, theme, etc., and creating a card or a project to go along with it. So you guys will get 2 different ideas from 2 different creators that have completely different styles, so you can get a bunch of different inspiration for your card making, especially if you are like me and are waiting until the last minute to go ahead and do their projects. I will leave a link to the intro video below, as well as a link to Marie's channel, so you can check that out. There are giveaways. The intro video shows or tells you everything you need to know. Also, I've hit the 700 mark, so I will be giving away an additional prize. Marie has hit the 800 mark, so she will be giving away an additional prize. So there's lots of chances for you guys to win. All right, so let's get back to the card. So what you're going to see now is I am going to be gluing the pieces together and then the layers together as I go through. So I'm going to put this 1.5 inch piece on top of the 2.5 inch piece, but I'm going to have the one on the 1.5 inch piece fold open to the left, and then the 2.5 inch piece fold open to the right. In the inspiration that I saw, they all open to the right, but I thought it would be even more interactive, or, something that was a little bit different if one opened to the right, the next one opened to the left. So it goes back and forth. So kind of almost as like when you take those Post-it notes and you pull them up and they're all attached on different ways, and you have that kind of like Z look to it. So you'll see what I mean when the whole thing is done. But that's just what I'm doing. I'm using some Bearly Arts glue to glue the layers together. The pattern paper is all from the same Recollections paper pack from Michaels. I thought they went really well together. And then I picked out the card base color based off of the coordinating color that was in the pattern paper. So for example, this one has the peppermint candy, so I went with the red. The holly has that like tealish green on there, so I thought that would be pretty. The first one was, I think it was red, so there was red in the in the words. I didn't want to do too many colors, and a lot of the backgrounds were blue, so I decided against a blue layer, but I thought the red, the white, and that like tealish color would stand out nicely from those pattern papers. You can see now I am at the 4th layer. So I think this is the 5th and final layer that we are doing. I'm using the snowflake patterns, putting that down onto the card base. The card base, the white one, is the heaviest. Since that's the very bottom, I used a 110-pound card stack for that one just because I wanted a really, really sturdy base. You are adding a lot of layers to it, so you don't have to do that, but that's just what I decided to do. So then that second layer, the 2.5-inch layer, is also the 110-pound card base. The rest of them are the 65-pound cardstock weight. So once I glue that all on there, I'm going to show you how all the layers open. And that's really the fun fold card today. Today's project is one that is very easy to recreate, and I did not speed this up, so this is in real time. When you go ahead and cut your pattern papers out beforehand, it makes it so easy to mass produce this. So this would be a great one, especially if you are going to hand deliver them. Remember, if you make it square and you're mailing them, you will need extra postage, but you could do this with a regular 5x7 card base, a 4.25 by 5.5 inch card base. You could make the card base any size you want, just size the papers down. That's the card for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below, and I'll see you again real soon for another video. Bye!